Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. You may have heard of her, basketball player. Oh, before we get into the new stuff, I just want to add this because I meant to mention it in the video I dropped earlier today, I think today, because this goes back to what I said before the season that if Caitlin Clark had the right teammates and she was allowed to play her system, she had the right coach, I said she would average 25-10. I think I even said 25-12, maybe even outside 25-15. And yeah, a lot of you are believers. I get it, but I had some pushback on that as well. And interestingly enough, because 25-10, Caitlin Clark's done that 10 times in games. Sabrina Ionescu is second all time. She's done it 5 times. Diana Taurasi three. So to say, oh, she could average that, maybe that's a little too much. However, I want y'all to know because I always do my research, mostly. If Caitlin Clark were playing the same minutes per game that she was playing in 2024 when Christy Sides was her head coach, she would be averaging 25.9 points and 9.7 assists per game this season just by averaging the same number of minutes. So that means with the crappy system, with the crappy head coach, with some teammates that are not exactly on the same page and are more interested in themselves, with teammates that miss layups and drop passes and all of that, she would be hitting that 25-10 that no one seems to be able to do in the WNBA. She would be hitting that as an average just by playing the number of minutes she was playing in 2024. But as we know with Stephanie White, she has not played even 30 minutes in a game in over a month, which is absolutely insane. But we are here to do a little celebrating of Caitlin Clark, to give Caitlin Clark some props, despite everything going that goes against her, despite what happens with the league and the officiating and all of the stuff. You know all of it. So we don't even have to go through an entire list. Again, player of the month for June. Again, she hasn't played 30 minutes in a game since June 20th, I believe, but still got player of the month for June. Oh, by the way, July 15th through 19th, so not a single game where she played even 30 minutes. She still managed to get player of the week, averaging 25 points, 7.7 assists per game. Player of the week didn't play a single game of at least 30 minutes. Oh, and in this time also, let's not forget, she dropped 45 points. She dished out 10 assists. And what did she play in terms of her minutes? Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't 30. What was it? Was it 20? I want to it was close though, right? I want to say 28 or 29. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But again, they're going to keep telling me she's the 11th best guard in the league. She's not an MVP candidate. She's washed up. They figured her out. She's not that good. She can only shoot threes and on and on and on. And yet somehow she keeps, with everything against her, with a coach who's diminishing her, with being on part-time minutes in a system that is not conducive to her skill set. She continues to embarrass what the WNBA has been for 30 years because she continues to do things that have never been done in the league before. She continues to shatter career-long records, 20 and 10, 25 and 10, 30 and 10. 45 and 10. Never been done before. 40 and 10's never been done before. Oh, and by the way, we just found out that she is also on the cover of the NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition. You know, the one they kept her off of last year so they could put Angel Reese on. However, even that's not completely fair because Angel Reese was on the WNBA edition. This is not the WNBA edition. This is the first time a WNBA player has been on the edition This is the NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition, not WNBA Edition. Can I make myself clearer? The Deluxe Edition. Again, never been done before, but Caitlin Clark is going to do it. And it's kind of wild when you think about it. Everything that she's managed to do, despite the WNBA and how they've handled things, and it's also kind of wild, really, when you start thinking about it, how much the entire WNBA echo chamber despises Caitlin Clark, right? From the players to the media, always talking down, always, diminishing her, always saying nasty things. We had that article I did a video on the other day that got posted in USA Today. Oh, by the way, just real quick, I commented under their post that has like their post announcing the article, which has like 2 million views now. Their post does, but only 1.8K, 1,800 likes. My little tiny account, my comment, which of course has only been seen like 100,000 times compared to their 2 million, and it might be higher now because it keeps going up. It's got like 4.6K likes, 4,600, 2.5 times the likes that the article got. People, WNBA, listen, Caitlin Clark fans, normal people, the general population, the casual fan you need, they are not on your side with this stuff. They don't want to hear that Caitlin Clark's flopping puts black queer WNBA players in danger. It's absolutely absurd, and people are over it, man. Knock it off. Knock it off. Oh, and final thing I want to get into. I didn't want to do a separate video on this because I just did one recently, just at some of the games in comparisons, but we'll have to add the top 5 most viewed games in the WNBA, all Caitlin Clark. I might have mentioned this in another video, but I can't remember. Apologies if I did. Number 5 was 1.7 million. Number 4, 2.5 million. Number 3, 2.56 million. Number 2, 2.58 million. And number 1, 2.64 million. So, despite everything the WNBA has been doing, Caitlin Clark continues to break records, continues to thrive, continues to show that she is generational, continues to be the face of the league, despite, again, people like Jamel Hill and people like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and everyone out there trying to twist themselves into knots to say Asia Wilson is the face of the league by not grasping, and I have to question their intelligence when they can't grasp a simple concept of what face of the league means. It doesn't mean you had to have won a championship. It doesn't mean that you have to be the best player, although I actually think that she is the best player. I'm just saying that is my personal opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to run through some of these accolades and talk about it because it is wild. I mean, you just don't see one individual in a team sport like this do what Caitlin Clark is doing. You just don't see it. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you later.